Dear students, today I am going to explain you two interesting stories of parental care in birds. As you know, parental care is nothing but caring the offspring involves a series of activities carried out by the parents which bring the better survival of offsprings. Majority of birds care their eggs and young ones, you might have seen so many times. Parental care activities in birds starts before mating. Before mating, male and female, the mating partner, they select and establish suitable place for nesting and breeding. Once they establish suitable place, then they show territoriality and nesting behaviors. Territoriality means defending the territory so that the breeding and the parental care carried out without any disturbance of other birds or other animals. This is called territoriality. And nesting behavior. So, nesting behavior is also a part of the parental care and courtship. Most species of birds build nests in which eggs are laid and protected. Then another activity of parental care, what you see is incubation and brooding in case of birds. Parents sitting on eggs and incubate them. This is the process very important to maintain uniform heat and humidity for developing eggs. Otherwise, the eggs won't develop. So, the incubation is very important activity of parental care. After incubation, the egg going to hatch. After the hatching also, the parent bird brood their young ones. So, keeping them warm by spreading the feathers, so the young ones can maintain a contact with the skin of the adult. So, till they get their adult feather, the chicks they cannot the birds are warm blooded animals, so they have to maintain constant temperature. So, for that, so this brooding is very essential till the chicks get the adult feather. In altricial birds, that is the most of the birds, the young ones will they born in a premature stage. So, their eyes are not developed, their ears are not developed properly, they cannot move, and body without feathers. So, this type they cannot able to move in this stage. After hatching, the chicks are entirely dependent on their parents for brooding, feeding and protection from predators. So, for that purpose, the nest is very essential. That is why nesting is also a part of parental behavior or parental care. So, then another type of birds where you can see precocial birds, where you can see the chicks will be born in a stage of advanced development, and they will need little care from their parents. So, the care after hatching, what you see in case of birds, after hatching it involves nest sanitation. So, there is a dropping of the young ones, they are very premature young ones, so they cannot clean themselves. So, this is also the parental activity or parental care activity. Feeding the young ones, they have to bring food, and they have to feed these young ones, they have to even hydrate these young ones. So, then milk feeding, teaching, all these are the activities of parental care you will able to see in birds. If you are very keen observation, you can able to see all these activities sitting at your home. You may see in your the surroundings, sparrows, bulbuls, robins, so many birds around your house, they may do one or the other activities, such activities. Birds in dry region hydrating young ones. So pigeons provide crop milk, that is a sort of milk like curd like substance going to synthesize it in their esophagus or the crop, and the birds feeding in the young chicks. As a parental care involves lot of energy investment from the parents, that is why some birds they have evolved or they practice brood parasitism. Brood parasitism means you may see in the case of cuckoos and crow, how cuckoos cheat crows. They lay their eggs in the nests of the others and sparing the expense of rearing. This is and also you will find some communal breeding. So it is you will see in the human society where you can see both the parents, the attention of both the parents and also grandparents and other family members are required to rear the young ones. A similar type communal brooding also you will see in case of birds. Then that is what cooperative or communal brooding occurs when more than two birds of the same species provide care in rearing the young ones. Then fledgling. Fledgling means after the chick, even though they have adult feathers, they are not independent to leave themselves. So then it is you can see in this period, that is the breeding occurs when more than two the fledgling occurs is a young bird that has grown enough to acquire its initial flight feathers, taught to fly, of how to fly and all this. So this is called the period, this is called fledgling. Then you will find there is a biparental care is a predominant in case of birds. Both the parents, the rearing the young ones requires the attention of both the parents. It is 90% of birds they show biparental care, and some birds there is a you can see there will be a polygyny. You will see polygyny means the male will appoint many females to take care of the young ones, and polyandry also you will see in 30 species of birds. That is where you can see the female appoints many males to take care of the young ones, and you can see the monoparental care. All these you will see in the case of birds, and majority birds you will see biparental care. Today I am going to discuss the parental care in jacana, that is the lotus bird what you see here, and parental care in penguins. So jacana is the belonging to the avian family Jacanidae. It is comprising 8 species of wetland birds that is living in tropics. They are adapted to live on the mats of aquatic vegetation what you see here. So the aquatic vegetation in freshwater marshes and the swamps. So this is female and this is male. So they are on the thick mat of the vegetation on the freshwater. Jacana is called lotus bird. They are black in color, and they have, or else sometimes it depends on the species. There are 8 species are there. They have long legs, exceptionally long toes and claws that enable the bird to walk and balance over floating vegetation and also on the lotus leaves or else lily leaves. So the jacanas are unusual among birds in that females are larger than the males, and also females are beautiful plumage you will find when compared to the males, and females weigh 60% more when compared to the males. Earlier zoologists they confused and they regarded females as males and males as females by looking into the behavior and size of the bird. So these are some important facts with respect to the parental care in jacana. The mating season coincides with the local rain because it is a wetland bird. The water is living on the freshwater ponds and lakes. So that is between June to September. So the number of eggs usually 4 per clutch. So the one clutch will carrying that is carrying 4 eggs. Incubation period is about 26 days, the egg they have to be incubated, then the chicks will come out. It will take some fledging period, it is about 50 to 60 days to become independent. So the number of broods, the one male will take care 1 to 3 brood or egg clutches, whereas the females at a time in a breeding season, it can have the 10 it can give 10 broods or 10 clutches. So they feed on molluscans, insects, seeds and roots that is found in the aquatic vegetation. So female jacana is more colorful, dominates during breeding season and shows polyandry, unusual polyandry. So they mate across more than one male. So you can call Draupadi of in bird, Draupadi among birds are jacana. So the female is very dominant here, and she will maintain sometimes 4 to 5 males to take care of these eggs. The single female breeds with up to 4 males during the breeding season. Males are responsible for entire parental care, for building the nest, sitting on the eggs and incubating the eggs, carrying the chicks, brooding the chicks, the tucking them under the wings and carrying them when he goes out for foraging. When he is fleeing from the predator, he is also carrying the young ones. So all these activities shown by the males. Male is the sole incubator of eggs and provide the majority of parental care in jacana. Females show their dominance to males by pecking at their necks and backs. So she will monitor whether he will do it the job properly. To show his submission, the males also crouches and lowers his head. Female mates with several males a year, leaving each of them with a clutch of eggs to rear while she goes in search of next breeding partner. Once she lays eggs, that is the male's responsibility to take care of the eggs and the young ones. The female will finding out the next partner for the mating purpose. Male guards eggs and the chicks constantly. So the jacanas breed during the rainy season, June to September. Males begin by building several potential nest sites. The female decide which to lay eggs. So this is selection by the females. So thereby females show dominance. Females show strong territoriality, defending the territory during breeding season. Jacana nests typically it consists of water lily leaves, and the nest is made out of plant materials. It is found on the floating vegetation. So it's a floating nest. So each nest consists 4 eggs. Males call to the chicks when there is a danger and settle them under the wings. In many species, females rarely incubate the eggs. She appoints several males to do this job. Here in this what you see, the peasant-tailed jacana hen provides a full clutch pack of 4 eggs to 4 females to incubate. They incubate 2 clutches in succession. With the total 30 to 36 eggs are incubated. Young hatches after 24 days of incubation or 24 to 26 days. Hatched out chicks with dense coat are ready to swim and dive with less the attention or brooding. So parental care in penguins. The penguins are very beautiful birds. They are flightless birds, diving birds. There are about 17 species of birds spread in the southern hemisphere. Most penguins spend the majority of their life at sea and return to the land to reproduce. There is a biparental care. So strong parental care, well developed parental care you will see in penguins, as because they are living in a very extreme type of climate where you can see they cannot keep their egg or the chick on the ground, as they are on the snow, they are living on the snow covered area. So the dominant males select the best breeding sites and during breeding season and drive away all the birds, defend their, this is territoriality as I explained you earlier, and they protect the and defend the reproductive area, it is called rookeries. They select a large area, it is called rookeries. Rookeries are busy place, you will able to see there is a one rookery here, busy place as parents attend their chicks, keeping them warm, feeding, protecting, nesting. So it involves, it is a communal breeder, you know. So many the penguins involved in the communal brooding process, you can see. Most species lay 2 eggs at an interval of 4 days. Both parents take in turns to incubate the eggs and care for the chicks once they have hatched. So the eggs are incubated inside the brood pouch. You will see how the eggs are incubated. This is the brood pouch. So the brood pouch is a small patch of skin where in the lower abdomen, which is lack of feathers, it's like a depression you will find in this lower abdomen, and it allows sufficient to transfer the heat to the eggs and brooding the chicks. So during incubation, brood pouch becomes swollen and diffused with the blood to aid the heat transfer. So it is thermoregulation is very important. Prior to hatching, the chicks will call to their parents because it is very crucial period of their life. So inside the egg itself, when it is about to hatch, the chicks call to their parents from inside the egg so that they will be ready for brooding. So then after that you can see the chick use a tooth like the structure in the beak and open the eggshell and come out. Once they come out, they also occupy the brood pouch, or else they will sit on the hind legs of the parent. So in the case of emperor penguin, what you see, this is emperor penguin, they are brooding the chicks. So in the case of emperor penguins, they breed in the Antarctic ice. Female transfer a single egg to the top of her mate's feet. The female goes to sea after you will see after transferring the egg to the male, she goes for the sea for foraging, you can see. So she returns after several weeks later, when the egg is ready to hatch, and relieve her mate from the parental care. So this long period, male fasts, and throughout this period, the male fasts and incubate the egg, and he will live off reserve body fat. When egg hatch, they are fed by the parents, who take in turns feeding and watching the chicks very closely for first several weeks. The parents trying to keep their eggs and babies warm and dry. So the coloration of the chicks elicit parental behavior in not only in their parents, also in the surrounding the penguins. So that's why you can see the communal breeding behavior is elicited. The chicks require constant attention for survival. Both parents feed the chick regurgitated food. So adult recognize the feed only their own chicks, when they are while they are feeding. So the male emperor penguin exhibit unique feature. If the chick hatches before the female returns, then male, despite his fasting, he can able to produce a milk-like substance from his esophagus and feed the chicks till the returning of the female from the foraging. You will see the communal breeding here. So in case of another small variety penguin, it is called Redleaf penguin. So it is the nest, they nest on the rocky areas. You can see there is the pebbles, they collect pebbles, on that they build the nest. you can see, to avoid the snow in the summer. Adults return to the same rockery site every time during breeding season. So, they have a habit presenting the pebbles to the females by the male is a part of nesting courtship, because these pebbles are important to build the pebble nest. Pebble piled up by the couple. This pebble nest, you will see the pebble nest here. So, the pebble nest serves to keep the eggs of the snowy ground and allow the melted water to run through it, so that the egg is not going to be damaged by the snow or the water. So, this is what you striking feature of parental care in penguins and jacana. Penguin chick depends on its parental care for survival between hatching and the growth of its waterproof feathers. The period may range between 7 weeks to 13 months. The parental care will be exhibited. Once a chick has a waterproof feathers, it is able to enter the water and become independent from the parent. So, in the case of jacana, the evolution favors whatever works true for the jacana. What works quite different when in the nature. Here there is a switch in the traditional gender role behavior gives an advantage to jacana. The system based on female dominance here, what you see, it is unusual, you can see, it is evolved to compensate for extraordinary high rate of egg loss to predators. So, it is in the aquatic medium, it is in a open the nest. So, it is the lot of predators surrounding. So, this type of the female dominance, we are having a lot of survival value. So, this is about the interesting stories of parental care in penguins and jacana. Thank you.